and Marconi escapes pressure and throws an interception, and Grayson will return it for a touchdown. We are tied. Rocco Marconi scrambling away from a defender, and Grayson steps in front of the pass and scores. Third down and 5, 1 minute to go in the quarter. Still no Bulldog as Bulldog wideout has caught a pass. Hart is out of the shotgun with Baja to his left, and Hart will hand off on a delay. No, he won't. Sacked in the backfield, Joe Dazzo on a blitz, and he's poking fun at Jasper Hart down on the ground. Joe Dazzo, forget about David Baja, he just creams Jasper Hart, and it's another 4th down.
2nd and 9 to the 48. Honolulu just one timeout left. They get the ball, leaving with about 30 seconds left. Hand off Parker. Parker's got the first down.
Parker! Back attack! Attack!
Down to the 6-yard line. Ball game!
Between arguably the top 2 teams in the league coming up in a couple of weeks. 3rd down and 4. Zuli back to pass. Deep shot to Corky's wide open inside the 15 down to the 11-yard line.
Red Feather's going to have Brewski in the backfield, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end. Red Feather pump fakes once, right-hand side. That's going to be picked off! Picked off by O'Neal. Julius O'Neal with his first interception of the day.
It's panic time now for the Pride. Christensen throws. That's batted up in the air and intercepted. It's taken away and down the sideline goes number 20. Lucius Sanders put it on the board. Touchdown, Cleveland. Oh my goodness.
And here's the counter play to Zulu, and Ogun will go. He's his best run of the day, and Ogun Zulu will go for the touchdown. Wow, what a run by Ogun Zulu.
Unbelievable.
And they're being very precise, like exactly what you wanted them coming out of the half. And Pickler dropping back. He's going to fire deep, and it's going to be caught. And he's at the 30 to the 20 to the 10 and taking it into the end zone. Nick Finch with a huge touchdown, and just wow, what a play from the Gladiators, and the coverage there from the Tyrants. The DB went for the interception, and he came up with air.
1st and 10 from the 21 here. Just over 6 minutes to go in the 3rd. Chicago trying to uppercut this St. Louis Gladiators team and put them on the ropes. King, shotgun snap, moves in the pocket, fires deep down the field, caught at the back line! What a grab, and the first touchdown of Greg Soto's career is a spectacular one.
Greg Soto coming in, replacing the retired J.C. Torres. Said, don't worry, Shane, I know you lost a great one.
This will be just under 32 yards for Otis Boudreaux. On his left hash, the right footer stands ready. Spot is down, kick is up. It is good. Otis Boudreaux does it again in walk-off fashion. Louisiana taking down Florida 20-19.
They go 4 wide with the tight end split out. Stopped over the middle, throws another interception, and this time it's Jack Brown.
That one's going in the house.
Scores, touchdown, 7-6.
They call this, Colin, the law of averages. You know, whenever there's this many interceptions going on in a game, one of them's bound to go back to the house and get some points, right?
Oh my goodness. Now multiple linebackers have an interception, but this time Jack Brown turns around and runs it into the end zone.
And I'll tell you something. He dropped for Dunhill. He's going to lob it deep. It's going to be caught. No one around him. He's going to be in. Touchdown. Forward Toros. Stephen Hacker does the robot and gets us off flying.
A chilly night in Sioux Falls, South Dakota meets us 31 outside, feeling like 17 with the wind as we get ready for Week 5 action between the 2-1 Tulsa Desperados and the 1-2 Sioux Falls Sparrows. Welcome into Sioux Falls. Chris Curtis along with Nate Hall. And Nate, a couple of teams looking to keep momentum going. And in Sioux Falls' case, looking to try to avenge a lopsided loss against Minnesota and get themselves back on the right track.
Yeah, first of all, how about this cold weather? Hope you brought your gloves and your hats and your coats and everything else you can find to bundle up with. I'm freezing up here. But but for Sioux Falls, you said it, they are off to a very slow start this season at 1-2. Definitely off to a slow start. Looking to bounce back in this game, looking to get things going with their quarterback, Julian Tyree. As far as Tulsa, however, they are off to a 2-1 start, despite their offense being near the bottom of the league in terms of total yards gained on offense. But I believe it's their defense that's helping them out in a big way so far this season, with 9 interceptions so far through 3 games. If Sioux Falls is going to come out with a victory in this one, they're going to have to take care of the ball, and they cannot commit a lot of turnovers in this one.
In the game against Minnesota, Julian Tyree did just that. It did not equal a win as they give up 38 points on defense, but looking at the 2-touchdown, no interception line, he'll have to continue that if they have a shot. Tulsa's going to kick this football away, and Sioux Falls will start with that football. A.J. Levy, he's had plenty of kickoff returns for touchdowns in his career, and he will get it to start things off as we have the ball on the tee, hand in the air, and we are underway with a Friday late night game. It'll be Levy 5 yards deep in the end zone, brings it out to about the 10, the 15, the 20, and he'll get taken down at the 21-yard line. We mentioned Julian Tyree, Nate. He is coming out now, had a decent outing his last time out. He's flanked by Jason Williams and Charlemagne Cornelius, the halfback-fullback combination.
Yeah, they call him Thrilliums, but he wasn't very thrilling last week, only 28 yards despite having the 1 touchdown.
See what they look like. K. Marion, bottom of your screen in that wide receiver 1 spot. Matched up with Cameron Shaw most times. Throw right side, caught, and that's going to be out of bounds, but still caught inbounds. 5-yard gain for A.J. Warren. First time we'll call his name. First pass of the game for Tyree is good for 5.
Yeah, nice little out route on first down. Easy pitch and catch between Tyree and Warren. Way to settle in your quarterback as well as your receiver. Medium-sized second down coming up here for them.
Noe Terrazas, the other wide receiver in the 2 spot, and then Michael Knight. We'll see him throughout the night sporadically. He is the 4th wide receiver on the Sioux Falls depth chart. Handoff going to be for Williams. He'll get a couple. Not much more than that. Sets up a 3rd and 3. Sioux Falls so far this season, they are top 5 with a staggering 66% conversion percentage on 3rd down. They have a shot here.
Yeah, and they're going to have to convert early to avoid the early 3 and out. Definitely not doing it on the ground on that previous play. See what they do here on 3rd.
Heavy look, split backs, looks, throws. Outside caught. That's going to be 1st down and more, as they do get the conversion they need, and that is their bread and butter in short yardage situations. That little play to the outside sets up a 1st down.
Yeah, and a pretty little out pass over to the left side. You saw it on the right side earlier on the drive to Warren. This time they go off to the left, and it works to perfection on the out route and gains the 1st down and moves the chains.
How are I look on 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line? Handoff going to be for Williams. He's taken down behind the line. The Desperados get to him. It's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that's not what you're looking for if you're a Sioux Falls fan. It looked like that was Jaden Swift along in there for the tackle for loss on that one. And a 2nd and long coming up. You got to avoid that if you're Sioux Falls. Not off to a good start rushing the ball for the Sparrows.
Heavy look and a 4-3 on defense. It'll be Williams getting that yard back. Not much more than that. Make it a 3rd and long coming up here as the Desperados have a chance again to get off the field.
Well, you would think that they're going to be passing it here on 3rd and long here, but they're going to have to do something other than those out routes that only are good for between 5 and 8 yards. They're going to have to go a little bit something deeper.
Oh, they're going 5 wide, empty set. See what they look like here. As the football Looks Tyree, throws over the middle, caught. Inside route is going to not be enough for the first down. 4th and 2. And Sioux Falls will be stuck punting it away. They got a first down on the drive, but couldn't get it going. DJ Hume, his first catch.
Yeah, and not enough for that first down. Unfortunate for Sioux Falls that they were unable to convert there on that play. I don't think that was Hume, however.
You're right. It was not. It was definitely not Hume. I miscalled that. That's fine. That's going to be deep for Gabriel Manning on the punt return. He had a kickoff return a week ago in their win and couldn't quite get it done on this occasion. 1st and 10 for Tulsa, who sends out JQ. JQ, one of his keys is to take care of the football, but Sioux Falls, Nate, has been more or less a no-fly zone in the pass defense department this season.
Yes, they most certainly have been. Like we said at the start out of this game, it's been slim pickings for anybody opposing them on the offense. 9 interceptions so far through 3 games.
He had 3 in the win against Florida. Hugh throws short. That's a little quick check down. That'll be a good one for 3 yards. At least gets it to be something manageable on that particular occasion as they get the tight ends involved. And that is DJ Bandit, his first grab of the day.
Yeah, DJ Bandit able to get the short crossing pattern over the middle. Nice gain of 3.
He looks to throw it. Throws the outside, puts it in the back's hands, and that is not going to go for very much there, as that will set them up with Lars Bizarre. The fullback catch gets them to 3rd and 6. Sioux Falls not doing as well in the department of 3rd downs, but they're not bad either. See if they can convert here.
Yeah, that last reception by Lars Bizarre, that's his first one in 2 weeks. He didn't have any receptions last week, so he'll be happy to get that one under his belt.
I say that they're under 50%, but still it's a coin flip. Oh, good evade on the sack. What a
gotta get rid of it.
Throws on the check down and instead throws it away. And JQ with, I don't know if he had instincts behind him, but there was an arm coming for his head, and he just lowered the head to get away from it.
Yeah, but you would have liked to see him find an open receiver after all that maneuvering and ducking and shucking out of the way to avoid the defensive line. But unfortunately, no one was open for him downfield. He just had to get rid of that one to avoid a turnover.
Yeah, one would say might as well run it at that point. And then instead he didn't do it, and it'll be a punt back the other way. Levy will take it and get it to about the 34-yard line. Now time for Sioux Falls' second drive. They got a first down in their first one, and then it stalled out before they hit midfield. They'll be looking for something to go on this particular effort as we look for our first points in Sioux Falls.
And I'd like to see them. So they did go with the run, but it was only good for a couple yards on that previous drive. But I think you've got to keep feeding Jason Williams until he breaks it.
Does have the potential to do so. One to the left is Marion. Top of your screen is Warren.
Oh,
and sack instead. Tulsa's defensive line gets home, and that is Chris Andrews, the defensive end, who comes through and lays the wood.
Yeah, just a nasty hit by Chris Andrews, just coming in. Just bulldozed past that tackle, got his way into the offensive backfield of Sioux Falls, and just, wow, that was a nasty hit on the quarterback, but Andrews will have a sack to his name and a 3-yard loss to it as well.
3 to the right, 1 to the left for Tyree on 2nd and long. Throws over the middle, looking for the first down, and he's got it right at the midfield stripe. That is a perfectly placed ball, and A.J. Warren has his second catch.
Yeah, but that was a beautiful play-action fake by Tyree in the backfield. Faked the entire defense out, froze him just enough for A.J. Warren to become open, and a beautiful pass to Warren over the middle. Nice play and a nice first down.
Ideal play for Sioux Falls, who gets the chunk play over the middle to then get themselves into essentially plus territory. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Williams in the backfield, a 4-2 look on defense for Tulsa as everybody backs off. Play action again. Throw left side. That is caught 2 feet in bounds and a reception, as that will be a 2nd and 2 after an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, K. Marion over on the tiptoes on the sidelines, able to bring that one in. But 2 plays in a row, we've seen that play action pass from Tyree, and it's worked to perfection both times, this time for 8 yards.
Second and a couple. Heavy look split backs for Sioux Falls. It looks like Tulsa's expecting run. They're going to get a run, and Jason Williams is taken down in the backfield. A loss of 1. Looked like it was more than that, but 3rd and short coming up.
Yeah, Mike Mello was a part of a gang of desperados right up the middle of that defensive line that bottled up the line to allow Williams to have nowhere to go whatsoever, and that was a great tackle for loss.
Offset eye look on 3rd down. Tyree, as he threw, he couldn't get it away, at least at the velocity he wanted, and Tulsa gets home again to really make things difficult. Jaden Swift, the one in Tyree's face.
Yeah, Swift already had a tackle for loss on that previous drive and comes in here on this play and gets the hurry and causes that pass to go wayward and go straight to the ground almost. Sioux Falls did get a little bit further on that drive, but still have to punt it away. Whoa,
They nearly blocked as well, but they do get it away. And this will bounce at the 9-yard line to the 3, and it's touched there. Nice job. And they'll call it the 5-yard line where it was down, and they'll pin Tulsa back pretty deep. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. If you have to see that man really get going, Gabriel Manning, he's one of the bunch of 3 desperados at the bottom of your screen. Douglas Brown will get the handoff, trying to get them out of the shadow of their own end zone, and he'll get 2, no further than that, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and Douglas Brown, during the time that he's been in the league, he's been known to break off those spin moves and break off some big ones. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as this game progresses.
Looks like a strong eye low. This will be a throw, no pass, handoff to the right, nothing doing as Brown is taken down close to the goal line, as it'll be at the 3-yard line as Hawkins gets through to make the tackle for loss.
Yeah, Sioux Falls defensive line was ready for that one. Defensive end Hawkins on that tackle for loss, ready to stop that play before it got started. Beautiful stop on that play, causing the 3rd and long coming up.
3 to the left, 1 to the right. Brown is in the backfield on a 3rd and 11. Brown breaks through 1 tackle and gets taken down after getting back 3, and no further than that, and it'll be a quick 3 and out. Exactly what Sioux Falls wanted. They're going to win the field position battle, at least during this exchange, as they'll have Levy lined up at about midfield to receive this punt.
Yeah, and a lot of fans for Tulsa might say, why throw it in that case on 3rd and 11 when you know you got to get 11 yards for 1st down? But when you're this deep in your own side of the field, I think it's safer to just try to get as many yards as you can so your punter isn't pinned as deep in the back of the end zone when he gets the punt off.
Exactly. Yeah, good call there. 1st and 10 for Sioux Falls as they come back out for their 3rd series. We've had 4 offensive drives, 2 for each side, and 4 punts. That's what this first quarter has given us so far. We'll see if Tyree and company can get themselves in the end zone, as they're actually on the precipice of field goal range here. Maybe another couple yards will make it a little bit smoother, but that is at least a good start for them. And Zashi Black would definitely love to get his foot to a ball if need be. Tyree right side and incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Didn't do the job necessary there. And the tight end, Ben Harrison, couldn't bring it down.
Yeah, probably should have been intercepted there by one of those defenders in the coverage. Just a well-timed hit, however, placed by Tulsa's number 30 back there. I believe that's one of their backups that's playing secondary back there, but a great play nonetheless to break it up.
Heavy look split backs, one at the top of your screen. That's K. Marion up there. Handoff. Williams going nowhere. They've bottled it up pretty well, the run game for Sioux Falls. And the Desperados have a chance again to get off the field. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, 3rd and 10 after that great punt return got him inside the 35. This would be a big win for Tulsa's defense if they could stop him here and not let him get the 1st down.
1 for 3 on 3rd down. So far, Tyree throws deep right side. It is a dive and an incompletion. Heslep in the area. They were looking to get the long strike to put him in the red zone. It didn't work. And Sioux Falls will likely try a long field goal.
Yeah, looking for Noah Terrazas on that side of the field, I believe. But a great diving attempt just came up empty on that try. So we'll see if Zashtel Black can put a 51-yarder through to get Sioux Falls on the board.
Left hash, right foot of Black, 51-yard attempt. Kick is up and on the way. It was a good release, and it is up. And no good. Looked like it actually stoinked right off the upright there, if I'm not mistaken. And we have ourselves a remaining 0-0 game.
I'm not sure if it hit the post or hit the bottom. Yep, it did hit the post. It hit the post on the way down, and just that close to being good and going over for 3. But yeah, the DJ was in the chat definitely doinked on that one, and Sioux Falls will come up empty.
Yeah, it looked like it was probably that at the very least, but good stuff from Sioux Falls to get that close to be able to put the points on the board. Tulsa starts off with a run to Douglas Brown, and he's got room down the left sideline to the 30 to the 24-yard line. What a first down run for Douglas Brown. You wait for him to break those. He does here.
Yeah, what about the blocks, though, on the left side? Just follow the seal blocks by the offensive line and on that left side. And then once he got those blocks, he was just out in the open and able to break free. Luckily for Sioux Falls, however, they had A.J. Levy back there to stop the touchdown. But what a great run there by Tulsa's Douglas Brown on the play.
Well then, that sets up things real nicely. Tulsa was the loser of the field position game for a minute. Now they're in prime position to put points up. Right side, caught, and that's a first down to the outside, out of the DJ Hume over there, who has a first down and more.
Yeah, DJ Hume with the reception, but I believe that was Nathan Barnett with his hand outstretched over way out of the play, but tried to make a fingertip deflection just way too far out in front of it to do so.
Gabriel Manning, top of your screen. See if they go his way at this point in the red zone. In the gun, throw on the crossing pattern, caught, not much to it other than a 7-yard gain. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective. Get him down to the 6-yard line.
Yeah, it was an effective catch there over there by Corey Jones, but did you see the hit? Laid down over there, flipped him completely over, did a somersault for his trouble on that one.
3 to the right, 1 in the backfield as well. Handoff, Brown has room. He's going to get there. That's a touchdown. Falls forward into pay dirt, and Tulsa has the lead.
And Douglas Brown rowing his way right into the end zone on that one. We saw him follow his blockers on the long run earlier in the drive. He does the exact same thing on the right-hand side this time, has just enough of an opening off tackle on that right side, and follows his fullback along with a couple of offensive linemen straight into the end zone for 6 points. Tulsa gets the first points of this ball game.
Touchdown number 4 for Douglas Brown on the season puts him into close to the top 10 in that particular ranking amongst his fellow running back peers. Kick from Brooke Beisel on the extra point is up and through, and it's a 7-0 lead for the Desperados as they strike first on the road.
Yeah, and I want to point out, too, that up to this point, it's been a series that's been mostly dominated by Sioux Falls, winning 7 out of their 11 meetings that they faced each other. However, Tulsa did win their last meeting in Week 14 of last season, but that was at home. So I believe the last game that was at Sioux Falls actually won that game.
Davey on the return at the chance to go here, breaks through a tackle, and he'll get taken down by a couple of Desperados who were, pun not intended, desperately trying to keep them in front of him. 1st and 10 for Sioux Falls as he gets down to about the 29-yard line. And here come the Sparrows, who need to try to find something that works as well. They got close on the last one, at least to a field goal, but they couldn't quite break that big one like Tulsa did one drive ago.
So far, 4 attempts for 0 yards for Williams.
Well, he's going to get a couple here. He's got some positive yardage to talk about now. And so 5 yards will get him a 5-yard gain.
And that's what you need to do. I mean, Williams does have his fullback, Charlemagne Cornelius, to follow out there too, along with one of their offensive linemen as well. So just as long as you keep following those, you'll be end up doing all right. Harry and Marlowe is their tackle.
That's going to be a flag down there. It was in the area, it looks like, of offensive holding. It wasn't an immediate offsides. So it could be that Sioux Falls is going to get some yards back here. So
the way, sorry about that, but I was going to say the way Jaden Swift was looking backwards at the ref, like, yeah, ref, you going to call that? I was being held the entire time. You know, you got to call that sometimes. And sure enough, they threw the yellow hanky out there, and it's a 10-yard penalty. Certainly not a good sign for Sioux Falls on this drive.
No, not at all. They look in the gun, 2 to the left. Let's look at pair slot from here. Looking to throw it. Left side. That one's caught. Room to run for Williams, and he's going to get taken down after a couple of yards. It will be a 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, Tulsa, though, gets to the ball carrier so quickly because when the receiver out there, the Williams, didn't when he caught the ball, you didn't see any defenders out there. But then all of a sudden, in a flash of an eye, they were there on the tackle.
5 wide. Tyree going deep right side.
Oh,
He's caught. And
got it.
that is a long one. And how about down the right sideline? He will score. That's a touchdown on a big break for Sioux Falls on a 3rd and way long. They made it count.
Noe Terrazas, welcome to the game for a long touchdown. Beautiful corner route. Beats. Oh, wow. Just absolutely beats Haslip out there. And after that, it was off to the races for Terrazas. No one from Tulsa was going to catch him after that. And just like that, boy, talk about an answer. I think there's no bigger answer than that one right there from Sioux Falls.
That is perfect. I think Heslep may have thought he was in the wrong defensive play. He may have thought he had safety help over the top that just never came. And instead, it is a long touchdown and a kick that puts the extra point up from Black, which will make it an even game at 7 apiece. So we had no action up until this point in the first quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, we see 2 drives that equal touchdowns off of long plays. 7-7, Desperados and Sparrows. It's the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Start of the second quarter means that the first 3 quarters of this game are going to be started by kickoffs. And maybe we'll see one in the fourth quarter too. Kick is up and gone from Black, and Gabriel Manning has the ball about 3 yards deep. 10, 15, right at the 15 to the 20. Going to try to break a tackle and get to the sideline, which is where he does a majority of his damage, and didn't quite get it done there. Game update back at SFL HQ. Cameron, what you got for us?
Thank you, Curtis. Houston at Fort Worth tonight. Dave Burr on his birthday started 1 for 9 with 2 picks, but throws a touchdown there to DR Sim. The extra point was blocked. Marcus Dunhill's thrown 4 first-half interceptions, keeping Houston in at 14-6 in the second. Back to you guys.
Bit of an interception party on Dave Burr's birthday, and that is a catch and a huge hit for Corey Jones as he's able to hold on to the football.
I was waiting for that one, though, to be picked off. I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but John Barnhart came awfully close to picking that one off and going to the house. And there would have been no one there to stop him had he gotten hands on.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Douglas Brown is the back. He'll get the football. Got to break through this. He didn't do it. Ends up gaining a yard. No further than that. 3rd and 2 coming up here for Tulsa. Tulsa, to this point, yet to have a first down on a 3rd down conversion.
And after they have been 66% on third down so far on the season. So far, not doing too well in that category in this game. They need to convert these in order to do well.
Heavy look, 3rd and 2. Brown handoff and a first down. He'll get it, and that'll make Tulsa 1 for 3, improving their 47% percentage so far this season. The SFL would like to recognize some staff who operates mostly behind the scenes to keep the league operational during the season. Corey Menner handles all stat entries on our website. Liam Crowder keeps that site up and running across the globe. Rochelle Colston prepares little box scores for statisticians, and Mark Lopez running point on tech support for those books. Let's check back next week for more staff shoutouts helping to make the SFL the best operation in sim sports. Looking to throw. Left side, that is caught. How did that get through? First down and more for Gabriel Manning, and that ball had eyes all the way into his mitts.
Yeah, Gabriel Manning able to just high point that. Talk about the protection, though, back there for JQ. I had all day to throw that. And then after that beautiful pass, just placed it right over the head of John Barnhart, where only Gabriel Manning could come down with it and got both feet down. Well, let's see. Did he have both? Would they have 1 foot down? We're going to see a challenge here.
If I had to guess, he had a foot down, but does he have possession is the question. That's what R62 is going to be looking at under the hood here. See what that looks like. And look at the high point. Yeah, the protection, as you mentioned, was really good. And that is 1 foot. Yeah, that looks like it's a catch to me. We'll see what they say.
Yeah, I would agree with you, but we'll see what 62 says here.
After review, the pass has been ruled incomplete. The catch was
and they say no catch.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay, Sioux Falls is going to catch a break there, I believe, and they need to be careful not to catch that break out of bounds, or so to speak. And it is overturned. So bring the football back to where it was. Gabriel Manning not happy, but he says, okay, I'll just go catch another one.
Right. Yeah, that's maybe there was a bobble that we didn't see on that replay, but definitely great for Sioux Falls here.
Over the middle, that's caught. First down and more past midfield into Sioux Falls territory. That's ideal. That's a good way to answer the stiff they just got. DJ Bandit, the tight end, able to bring that one in.
Just able to blow past the coverage over there that looked like that was going to be Nick Fargo, the inside linebacker that was lined up against her there on that reception, but able to blow past him and get the nice inside corner or inside post route, for the first down.
1st and 10, handoff Brown. Left side has a room to go. Ooh. Juke left, and he'll get himself into some open space, then get taken down as he gets near the first down marker. 2nd and 2, 8-yard gain.
And a nice little juke move right there by Douglas Brown. A little shimmy shake out, get Sioux Falls defender out of his shoes there a little bit. Creates a little more space for him, gets a couple extra yards on that one.
6 for 8 is JQ so far. Good for 75% percentage. Power eye look, handoff Brown. They're going to have to chase him, and he gets taken down. What an open field tackle as he can't get past the first layer of defense. No gain after all that.
And that was number 34 on that one. Terrell Davis coming in on that tackle to stop Brown in his tracks. Not allowing him to get the first down. We'll see if Tulsa can get the first down here. They got the previous third down conversion on this drive. We'll see if they get another one on this one.
2 to the left, 1 to the right for JQ. Has the football, throws out to Douglas Brown.
Oh.
He spins back, and he does not have enough for the first down. It's arguable that he may have stepped out before the spin. And so if we get a review, I'd be curious to see if that's part of that decision-making process.
And we will see a challenge. So that is it going to be inches short, or it looked like he might have been out maybe 2 yards short at the original line of scrimmage, but we'll see what we see here on the replay.
R62 getting comfortable into the hood. 2nd time in about 2 minutes he's been there. And he didn't step out of bounds.
He stayed in.
He definitely stayed in the spin. Oh, that's enough for a first down. I don't think there's any doubt about that. That should be a challenge that goes Tulsa's way, to be straight up and honest with you.
And it does not.
Nope, it does not. So the ruling on the field stands. They confirm the spot. And now, all of a sudden, 2 challenges in this game, and both of them have gone Sioux Falls' way.
Yeah, and I think the previous one, let's see if they go for it here. I would love to see this.
They probably should. It's a power eye look. They're in the position to do it. They will. Brown is going to get it. First down on a 4th down conversion. Sets up Tulsa with a new set of downs.
Brown said, "You're going to say that I'm short on that previous play when I was for sure past the line. I'll go ahead and pick up another couple yards to make sure I got the first down this time."
Alrighty then. That's a statement for Brown and that Tulsa running game. In the gun is JQ. Gabriel Manning, bottom of your screen. A little bit of a crossing pattern. Sets up the tight end on the out. And that's AJ Hume, sorry, the number 2 wide out on the out. And it'll be 2nd and 3 after a 7-yard completion.
Yeah, and Tulsa, they like those out routes to Hume on one side and Manning on the other when they're not going deep. And this time Hume is the recipient of that one.
Strong eye, heavy look. Right side, first down and more. Douglas Brown, plenty of room. Pylon, touchdown. Douglas Brown, number 2 on the day and number 5 on the season.
And that is beautiful. Oh, as soon as he got that handoff in his arms, in the corner, around the corner, around the blockers, with the angle that he had towards the end zone, looked like all he needed to do was outrun the defenders, and he did exactly that to get his 2nd touchdown of the day. Brown is having himself a day so far, 88 yards with 2 touchdowns for Tulsa.
Yeah, he's having himself a very good effort to him, and a lot of those yards came on 2 of those runs. As he set up Tulsa on both of the scoring drives and was able to punch it in. Kick up and good from Brooke Beisel on the extra point. Make it 14-7. Stay up late with us tonight for a special big game weekend double block of SFL action running past midnight on the East Coast. That includes a battle for first place in the Pacific between Portland and Vancouver, plus Motor Cities in Vegas for a talented showcase of rising teams. Games continue at 10:15 p.m. Eastern tonight, only on SFL YouTube. Ball's on the tee, ready to go again. Sioux Falls about halfway through this 2nd quarter. See what AJ Levy has for us at the 20. Gets to about the 24-yard line, no further than that. And here comes Tyree and company. And there we go. I mean, you're looking at a pretty, not so much even in the passing yards department or the rushing yards department, but they even out, I would say, so far.
Yeah, they do. And last time, Tulsa had a rushing touchdown. Sioux Falls came back with a long receiving touchdown to Trozits. Let's see if they can answer quick here.
Bunch right, throw left. That's caught. Trying to turn the corner. Gets a first down out of it. Real nice footwork on that left sideline is going to set up a 1st and 10. New set of downs on the throw left as K. Marion has a catch.
And up to this point, when they go for the out route, they get tackled or go out of bounds right away for a good 5 to 8 yards. This time, Marion able to catch it and then turn upfield, get past those first down markers, and then pick up the first down and move the chains.
Correction, that was Ben Harrison over there actually at the top of your screen. They isolated him in the wideout spot. Split backs look for Sioux Falls. Tyree right side, that's caught, trying to turn the corner. Not really going to happen the way they wanted it to. When it'll be 2nd and 3 after a 7-yard gain. Michael Knight sighting his first catch.
Michael Knight beating Heslip over there on that out route to the opposite side of the previous play. Another 7 yards, set up the 2nd and short.
Split backs, heavy look. Hand off, Jason Williams. And Williams does not get very far. In fact, he gets nowhere. 3rd and 3 coming up here. Sioux Falls, again, coming into this game, 66%. That's 2/3 for those of you scoring at home on 3rd down. And today they're 1 for 4. So they could really use a conversion here if they want to try to get themselves even before the half is up.
Yeah, but Jason Williams, his difficult night just continues after that no gain run there.
Tyree has it, looks to throw over the middle, leaping grab, and that is ideal. Really quick snap throw, finds the first down, and a new set just shy of midfield.
Well, Jason Williams just said, if I can't do it one way to pick up the first down, I'll just go and get out there to catch it instead of running it, and picks up 5, gets the first down, and a nice move to change.
That was a nice completion for Charlene Cornelius, actually over the middle, and that is caught. Another one that ends up being a first down. A couple of chunk plays in a row. They're not waiting to get the second and third down at this point, as Terrazas has a catch.
Yeah, they are methodically moving down the field this time on this drive. So far, a far cry from the last time we saw them have the ball as they scored quickly on a long touchdown pass.
In the backfield, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Outside, that's caught. Not much to it. Just a quick out route for A.J. Warren. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Warren with his 3rd reception of the day. Good for 30 yards so far in this ball game.
Under center, Tyree. Setting up on 2nd down. And through the middle, not much to it. Actually, did he try to take that himself? It looked like he might have.
Yeah, I think Tyree tried to take it himself, faked the handoff, and Tulsa's defensive line was not fooled whatsoever. Jane Swift right there to sniff it out.
So 3rd and 5 coming. Able to get the first down last time. They have some work to do. They got to get it to the 30. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Play action, Tyree. Time, and then it goes away. Oh, unabated to the quarterback. What a hit. And that's a big sack to get 4th down, and Sioux Falls is forced to punt on Chris Andrews' 2nd sack of the day.
Yeah, this time he just bull rushed the tackle again, this time to the outside of him. Last time he went to the inside on his previous sack. This time he goes around the outside, gets back to the quarterback, brings him down for a big loss, and brings up this punt.
Upcoming, they'll try to pin Tulsa back deep in their territory. They did earlier, pin them at the 5, and Tulsa not able to do much at that point. And they'll try to do something similar here. It's going to bounce at the 2.
Oh, no.
And it is a touchback. Couldn't get control of it. A.J. Levy tried. Not much happening there. 1st and 10 for Tulsa.
Yeah, if he would have been able to stop his momentum from going into the end zone, it would have been down around the 2 or 3 yard line. But unfortunately for Sioux Falls, he was unable to stop his run back into the end zone and able to come out to the 20.
1st and 10, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Douglas Brown, your deep back. Gabriel Manning, bottom of your screen. Steps up in the pocket, throws right side. That one's caught. Oh, man, that was an absolute dot. Over the head of one, under the hands of another, and that is ideal. 1st and 10 for Tulsa.
Yeah, JQ found DJ Bandit with a perfect placement right in between 2 defenders in front of AJ Levy, and got behind Nick Fargo, the inside linebacker, once again. Nick Fargo has been beat twice so far in this ball game, and the 2nd time picks up the first down for Tulsa.
Strong eye look, handoff to Douglas Brown. He'll get himself a couple of yards. They'll give him 3. And it'll be 2nd and 7.
Nice little 3-yard run right up the middle for Brown. After Brown had a little bit of an off game last week with a little over 60 yards and 1 touchdown, he is way over that at this point.
That'll get us to the 2-minute warning. Only 2 minutes to halftime in a quick-moving game in South Dakota. 14-7 Desperados ahead over Sioux Falls. Chris Curtis, Nate Hall, Mark Mello, and Nicky Robinson in the stats truck, and Cameron Irvine, producer and commissioner on the buttons, making us look better than we have any right to be. 2 to the right, 1 to the left for JQ in the strong eye look. Handoff Brown, going to try to get to the outside, breaks another tackle, and he's broken a few of those tonight. 1st and 10 for Brown into Sioux Falls territory.
Honestly, though, Brown hasn't had to break too many of those because he's had wide open space to run when he's broken it to the outside on those long touchdown runs before. but able to break the tackle right there of Nick Fargo. And finally, after picking up a good 20 yards or so on that run, gets brought down by Derek Williams, the outside linebacker.
1st and 10 for Q. Single back. As Brown is back there, they've got 3 bunched up to the right. And off again for Brown. He's going to evade a tackle somehow. It looked like that tackler was all over him, but he makes it through and gets himself a couple of yards. That's making something out of nothing there.
Yeah, it looked like Brown tried a spin move on the inside there to try to avoid a tackler, but Nick Fargo able to hold on for dear life that time, stopping Brown for a 1-yard gain.
3 bunched up to the left. Single back again. And off again for Brown. Trying to get to the outside. How about another spin? This time he's going to get 2 more yards. And they'll give him actually, 2 there. And it'll be 3rd and 7 coming up. And a timeout is taken by Tulsa.
Yeah, Wade Phillips in the chat saying, Doug putting in a shift at the office tonight. He sure is. 107 yards now and 14 carries and 2 touchdowns. And we're only in the first half still.
Sioux Falls crowd trying to get loud, trying to will their team to a 3rd and 7 stop. Q has the ball.
Oh, nice pump.
Throws over the middle. That one is incomplete, as it will touch a couple of Sparrows and 1 Desperado on the way to the ground. 4th down coming. And, man, a punt upcoming here for Tulsa.
Nice stop for Sioux Falls. Jay Ringgold, the free safety back there, able to get a hand on that one. Probably should have had the interception. He had every right to take that one away as he had perfect coverage on that play. But they'll take the incompletion and a punt upcoming here for Tulsa.
DJ Bandit, the intended target on that. 4th and 7 coming. They'll try to pin Sioux Falls down there. Punt is gone. Fair catch called for at about the 10-yard line. They'll give it to him at the 12. And here comes Sioux Falls. About a minute to go in this first half. It's been a fun one. It's been a low-scoring one, but a couple of big plays on those scoring drives are what set it up. Set up the scores on all 3 of the touchdowns that we have seen. 2 from Tulsa and 1 from Sioux Falls. And here comes Tyree in the split backs. He's got A.J. Warren at the bottom of your screen. They've gone his way a couple times tonight, maybe again here. Nope, they'll go over the middle.
Oh, wide open.
Plenty of room as well. K. Marion is gone to the house. A Sioux Falls touchdown just before the half.
How did K. Marion get that wide open? Cameron Shaw and Marco Swift had no chance of catching her after that one. And, wow, just beautiful find right there by Tyree, and wow, it just blew right past the coverage. As soon as she caught that one, she knew exactly what to do with that one. Turned on the Jets indeed and just absolutely took it to the house. 2 long touchdown receptions in the half. Second one right here by Marion.
Very, very good looking touchdown from K. Marion, and the first passing touchdown we've seen, actually second one, either way, that's not relevant. 14-13, Sioux Falls about to tie this one up as long as SG Black has a little issue with this extra point. But what a turn of events here. Sioux Falls looking square in the face, Nate, and going down, or being down at the end of the first half as the extra points up and through. Now they come at it with a tie game, and the Desperados set to get the ball back as we start the second half after about a minute.
Wow, anytime these 2 teams get together, it's always fun. It's always close. The last 4 games been decided by 11 points or less. I mean, crazy things have happened in these ball games when they face each other, and it just seems like score after score in this one so far. As soon as we think Tulsa's going to get some separation, look like they're going to go up by 2 scores. Sioux Falls finds a way with Tyree at the helm to bring them right back to tie it up here late in the second.
No doubt about that. Gabriel Manning is probably one move every single time he touches the ball from breaking away on a kickoff return. So he's done it twice today. He had one last week looking at their last week effort. And it seems to be getting closer and closer to getting it done today. 4 wide, empty gun. Looks, throws, left side, looking for Manning and got him. 1st and 10, no huddle as they go past midfield.
Nice completion. High pointing that one was Manning on that left side. Beautiful completion for 1st down.
Looking to throw it again. That's a check down. Trying to get forward. Tulsa still has 1 timeout to work with here. 27 seconds left in this first half, and they're on the precipice of field goal range. 4 wide look. Q has the football. Throws Manning's way again.
Oh,
what a leaping grab! Set him up in field goal positioning with 11 seconds left. They're probably going to spike this, I'd imagine.
Yeah, definitely. They're in spike mode.
And that's exactly what they do. Tulsa with a masterful clock management drive. Who says the SFL teams can't manage clock? And that's a field goal attempt coming for Brooke Beisel.
Wow, and that's 2 big completions by Gabriel Manning on that drive to set them up beautifully with this field position. What a drive by Tulsa altogether.
Beisel from the left hash. It is a 40-yarder from this spot. They'll say 41 officially. Snap is good, hold good, kick up and on the way, it is up. And Tulsa finds a way to take back the lead just before the halftime break. There's 2 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, but that's the thing about this ball game. We could say the same thing. We talked about Gabriel Manning and how he's one broken tackle away from breaking a big one. We've seen AJ Levy take big kickoffs before too, so you really hold your breath for both of these kick returners in this ball game.
AJ Levy has ended games in overtime on kickoff returns for touchdowns. Seen that before. And we'll see what happens as he returns this kick at the end of the first half. He'll get taken down at the 22. I think there was probably just enough to get him into the locker room healthy there. No problem. So Sioux Falls will give the ball to Tulsa when we start the second half of play, which will be in just a moment. 17-14. The Desperados lead the Sparrows after the last second field goal. Nate, let's go to you for essentially your first half thoughts in a nutshell as we get back to gameplay.
Beautiful first half put together by Tulsa's offense, about as even as you can get as far as throwing and passing. Throwing and rushing. Douglas Brown with 109 and JQ with 119. Can't get much closer than that unless they're exactly even. But Tyree, this game is close because of Tyree finding his open receivers and throwing 2 deep touchdown passes in response to Tulsa scores.
Sioux Falls still not able to run the ball to this point. -4 rushing yards so far in this game, and that does not bode well for Sioux Falls. They do not want to be one-dimensional, but the way the running game is going, they may have to be, and they're still very much in it as we take a look at Douglas Brown, who's been dynamite for Tulsa. I formation, tight end off to the right. Q will throw right side. Oh man, did he grab that? He did. That's a tough catch for DJ Hume. He's able to bring it down for only a 6-yard gain.
And Terrell Davis, you saw it there, had perfect coverage on that throw. Almost broke into a spot where he could possibly be able to pick that one off, but DJ Hume able to get to the ball first, and thankfully for Tulsa, able to pick up 6 yards on that play.
Gun with 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Q checks it down, and not enough for the first down. It was very close. 3rd and inches coming, and that's the tight end one more time who brings that one down. It's DJ Bandit.
Yep, Bandit with her 4th reception of this ball game. Good for 40 yards so far, and she specializes in those short to medium passes over the middle. Another one right there.
Here comes Douglas Brown. First down and more. Broken dough. He got shoelace tackled. I thought he had a chance to break that one too. 116 on the ground. That's good for almost 7.5 on the ground per carry.
Man, you were just waiting for Douglas Brown to break out of that tackle of AJ Levy. AJ Levy was holding on for dear life on that tackle. He's like, no, I've got your legs. You're not going. You're not leaving.
1st and 10. See what the Desperados have for us. Looking to throw it. Q, right side, that's caught. Not much to it. The check down goes nowhere. A 3-yard loss is going to put Douglas Brown in a bit of an awkward situation there. It's second and 13.
Yeah, and usually when you throw those passes out there to the flats to your running back, you want to get them in stride so they can turn upfield and pick up positive yardage. That one was not the way they drew it up on that one. 3-yard loss on that play.
In the gun is Q. Looking back, throwing on another check down. This one again to DJ Bandit. She'll get up to about the 44-yard line, get it back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10. And at least now the playbook is normal for the Tulsa Desperados.
Normal, but still in a passing situation if you're Tulsa, because 10 yards or more, you're definitely going to be passing when they come out 5 wide here, or 4 wide, I should say here.
Both teams 2 for 6 right now on 3rd down. Tulsa looking to make it 3 for 7. Got to put some separation. Thrown short, and the yards after catch are huge on that. First down for Tulsa. They get enough there. Man, that's a nice designed play for Sonzo Robinson.
Yeah, Sonzo Robinson, that's only his 2nd catch of this ball game. It was an all slants play, it looked like, at least on the inside. And Sonzo Robinson almost met the other receiver in the middle, but able to get the ball right before he ran into the other receiver.
Heavy set look in the eye. Throw to the outside. Douglas Brown is taken down. Pretty big hit there at the line of scrimmage. Actually, it's that's Bizarre, who got the catch but couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah, Lars Bizarre has a couple of catches so far in this ball game. Good for 2 yards total, but definitely good to have that in the stat sheets for sure. I'd like to see them get the fullback in the ball game included him in more.
Yeah, the fullback's definitely an underrated part of this game. That's caught somehow.
Wow.
That found space between 2 different Sparrows, including with the safety leaping at the ball, and DJ Hume deposits a post route into the red zone.
And we've seen that all night from Q. Just able to place that ball to where only his receiver can catch it. That time is no different. Place that ball right there where only Hume could pick that one up. Right in between 3 different defenders for Sioux Falls. What placement and what a completion.
Seems like Tulsa's onto something here. 1st and 10. I formation look. Heavy with some options at the bottom of your screen, and it's caught. The out route that didn't look like Gabriel Manning had a chance at somehow catches it over the back shoulder of his charge, and it is 2nd and 5.
And I think had Terrell Davis played the ball instead of playing the receiver, I think he might have had at least a pass deflection, if not a pick. I mean, he's got to turn around and see that ball coming towards him instead of going towards the receiver too early.
In the gun. We've seen Douglas Brown do damage down here. JQ does not have a passing touchdown yet in this game. Checked it down. That's Bandit, who gets hit like a truck. Just short of the first down marker. 3rd and 2 coming up here as the Desperados try to get their 3rd down conversion of this game.
Fargo that time coming in with the nasty hit on Bandit over the middle.
I like that play. They keep going back to it. Power eye look. Brown likes getting the ball on these. They may go his way in the flat. They will not. They'll go to the fullback, and that is not going to work out. Oh, man. Unfortunate times for Lars Bizarre. Can't get the first down, and Tulsa will be forced for a field goal attempt.
Nice stop, though, by Sioux Falls defense on that one. Jason Strongbow coming over to make the tackle on Bizarre, coming out of the flats on that reception, and great defensive play there by the Sparrows.
Brooke Beisel from the right hash, trying to put up a 33-yarder, has a 41-yarder in this game, and add the 33-yarder to her pocketbook as well. That is a 6-point lead for Tulsa, but if you're Sioux Falls after letting up that many yards on that drive, holding them to 3 is ideal as they bend but do not break.
Wow. And on a drive that takes up 5 minutes and 24 seconds of this third quarter, pretty much half of the third quarter, Tulsa only comes up with 3 points. That was a masterful job by Sioux Falls to make sure they didn't score a touchdown there.
AJ Levy, 5 yards deep. Juke move through the middle, tries to make his way through the pack, didn't quite make it happen, and they'll start this drive at the 25-yard line. Another Saturday six-pack is on tap tomorrow, headlined this week by London and Arizona on national television, and all 4 Atlantic Division teams up against each other starting at 1 p.m. Carolina heads to D.C. and Baltimore, welcomes in Charleston. It's all right here on SFL YouTube. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Julian Tyree in the gun by himself, looking to throw it on first down. That is incomplete. I believe they hit a defender on the way through. Terrazas, your intended target.
Yeah, and that was Cameron Shaw with the pass deflection. Had perfect position between the quarterback and the receiver, able to just bat that one down and cause the incompletion.
2nd and 10 coming for Sioux Falls. And they're still separated by a touchdown at this point, but it could have been so much worse. Power eye look. This is a weak power eye. Handoff. Going to be for Williams. Going to try to break one. Does break one, and then breaks 2 and spins down after a 5-yard gain. Make it 3rd and 5 as Sioux Falls searches for their 3rd conversion on 3rd down of this game.
Yeah, I want to point this out though too, really quick before this 3rd down. Tulsa, so far on the season, we talked about their 9 interceptions through 3 games. They have yet to get a pick 6, and they are on this side of the field. We'll see what happens here on 3rd down. But yeah, looking for their first pick 6.
A lunging grab is going to get them a 1st down conversion on a 3rd down. Kay Marion with hands outstretched brings that one in.
Yeah, Kay Marion finding herself wide open over the middle. Nice slant route. Got herself in front of 2 Tulsa defenders and able to bring in the 1st down completion. Great job to move the chains on that one. Able to get that one. Looked like that was in front of Cameron Shaw on the coverage.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. So that's a bunch right for Sioux Falls. Looking like bump coverage, and it is. Throw right side, that's caught. First and 10 as they get another 1st down into Tulsa territory. Sioux Falls is starting to cook as Harrison, the tight end, has a catch.
Yeah, it looked like they did a little tight end corner route over on that right side, and Harrison just found himself wide open on that side of the field, and the defenders for Tulsa just caught way out of place there, unable to stop that 1st down from going.
3 to the right, 1 to the left, play action. Looks, throws left, that's caught, 1st down and more towards the sideline. And Kay Marion, another catch, 2nd on this drive.
Just a back and forth reception between Marion and Harrison. Back to Marion. Marion now on the day. Looks like she was up to 4 completions, well over 100 yards on the day for her now.
Split backs look for Sioux Falls. And off. Williams goes nowhere. Gets 1 generously. And nothing doing for Williams today. 10 total yards on the ground. And that Sioux Falls rushing offense has not gone well so far in this game.
And so far, this Sioux Falls offense hasn't really, caused Tulsa to feel bad that they only got 3 points on their previous drive. I would see them put together a touchdown drive too.
Right side caught, an attempted spin move nearly got the receiver free, but it is enough for AJ Warren to at least make it a 3rd and 1, a very manageable situation as they're down at the 24-yard line and at least in 3-point range.
I'd say, oh boy, as much as Jason Williams has been struggling in this ball game, 8 attempts for only 10 yards, I say instead of handing this ball off to him, I'd say you throw it out in the flats at least if you're not going to run it.
They very well may. They will try it.
Wow.
It's Tyree that moves forward on the sneak for the 1st down. That takes some courage for sure. 1st and 10 for Sioux Falls.
Absolutely beautiful call right there to let Tyree get that 1st down, pick it up himself right up the middle. Worked to perfection on that one. Great 1st down.
Kay Marion, bottom of your screen. Look for her. They'll go to the right side instead. Noe Terrazas is going to step out of bounds It's 2nd and 5. Cameron Irvine has an update back at SFL HQ for the other game in progress.
Thank you, Curtis. Back in Texas, Stephen Hacker putting on a show today for Fort Worth. Scores in the end zone. Hacker now 130 yards on 11 receptions tonight, and that touchdown. Fort Worth leads 24-9 in the fourth over Houston.
Fort Worth still working it out in Texas. Very, very good team no matter what. Tyree is going to sneak it again and get absolutely blasted at the line of scrimmage. Tulsa wasn't falling for that again. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, Jane Swift said, shame on me if I get fooled twice, and did not get fooled twice on that one as to get stopped there on that 2nd down play.
Under center, split backs, looking to throw it. End zone to the head of the intended target. Nothing doing. Tyree wants that one back, and Sioux Falls likely going to settle for 3 points.
Yeah, definitely wants that one back. I didn't see the receiver that was on the other end of that, but tried his best to high point that one over the middle, but that was way over their head and incomplete.
Chance for Black to come through left hash. I'm sorry, right hash. My fault. And it will be a 31-yard attempt. High snap, handled well. Kick is up and on the way. It is up, and it is through, actually from 33. So that'll get him back to within 3 points. We're bracing for a pretty nice finish over here in Sioux Falls. The way this is looking, it looks like it's going to be close throughout.
Yeah, it really is. And earlier in this drive for Sioux Falls, I said I really wanted to see them put this touchdown drive together to make Tulsa really, wish that they would have scored a touchdown instead of that field goal on the previous drive. But Tulsa's defense able to come up and make the stop when they needed to, and holding Sioux Falls to only 3 points on that drive.
Minute to go in this 3rd quarter, roughly. Back is Gabriel Manning, 2 yards into the field of play. He'll move it out left.
Oh, look at
he had some momentum and some speed. He just couldn't get the edge. Man, every time he touches the ball, him and AJ Levy, both, every time they touch the ball, you think something special is going to happen. 1st and 10 here for Tulsa.
And I'll tell you what, I think if Gabriel Manning would have just, instead of spinning back to the inside, if he would have just ran it off towards the sidelines, he might still be off to the races at this point.
Offset eye look. Manning top of your screen. They'll go bottom of your screen instead. No, lunging grab is going to be right into your living room. DJ Hume, 1st and 10 down the right sideline.
And we're not used to seeing Levy get caught out of place on coverage on plays like that, but that's a couple of different times we've seen him behind the play and behind the receiver, not able to tip it away and break the pass up. DJ Hume, the recipient of that beautiful pass from Q. Nice 1st down, almost to midfield.
Q, just a couple of incompletions so far in this game. Liking what you're seeing from him. Q again over the middle. This one's caught. 1st down and more to the 42-yard line is what they'll give him. And Sanzo Robinson, 2nd catch of the game.
That's his, I believe that's his 3rd, actually, for a little bit over 20 yards now. Almost 30, I believe.
1st and 10. Q trying to put some separation between them and Sioux Falls. Has the football. Backs it up. Looks. Throws over the middle. Caught at the 20 to the 17-yard line. 1st and 10. And that's a heck of a way for Tulsa fans to end the 3rd quarter of play. Put your numbers up. You're forced to start. 20 to 17. Desperados are driving, and they have the lead. The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited. 4th quarter getting started, and JQ moving right to left across your screen, trying to put this one in the end zone. 1st and 10 for them with a 3-point lead right now, trying to get it to a 2-possession advantage. Power eye look, handoff Douglas Brown. Doesn't break the tackle. He gets taken down after a 5-yard loss. And huge defensive play. A.J. Levy, the safety, coming up and making the hit.
Boy, at the end of the first half, it looked like Tulsa was on their way to extend the lead to a couple of scores earlier in this ball game, and it just seems like every time Tulsa, the last couple of drives, they get deep in this part of the field, Sioux Falls somehow comes up with another big stop. Let's see if they have one more in them here.
They would love that, no doubt. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Looking to throw it. Throws on the run.
Oh.
Levy tried for the pick and nearly got there. It's an incomplete pass as that one ends up getting caught out of bounds by DJ Hume. But A.J. Levy would have still been running had he gotten his hands on that.
Yes, he would have. There would have been nobody at all for Tulsa or anybody from either team, really, in between him and the end zone had he got that pick. And he'll definitely want that one back for his defense.
JQ still looking for his first passing touchdodown of this game. Does he have one in him here? He's going to try for it.
Oh.
That is tipped
Oh,
and
wow.
intercepted. Sioux Falls gets the pick. It's Q's first one of the day, and that one it comes at a crucial time as Sioux Falls keeps it at a 3-point spread.
Derek Williams, the glad recipient of that tip drill, looked like it touched 2 or 3 other Sioux Falls defenders before it lands in his lap. The only plus side for Tulsa, if there is one, to throwing this interception is that now Sioux Falls is pinned back to their own 2-yard line, and they've got 98 yards to try to take the lead, and that's about as good as you can get if you're Tulsa defense.
First turnover of the game for either quarterback. Over the middle, that one's caught. Room to run over the middle of the field. That is a great little play through the middle to Noe Terrazas, and it's his 3rd catch of the ball game.
And now we have 2 Sioux Falls receivers over 100 yards, both Terrazas and Marion up over in triple digits, and a buck 06 now for Terrazas after that beautiful slant pattern to the inside, getting that first down up to the almost 25-yard line.
Tyree in the split back series looked pretty comfortable in certain spots in this game. 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Time throw right side caught. A.J. Warren fights his way forward, gets himself an extra yard. Not much more than that. It'll be 2nd and 4 coming up after a 6-yard completion.
And we haven't seen Warren in a while. He had a few of those out routes in the first half, but I believe that's his first one. First or second one here in the second half, and I think they need to utilize him more to move down the field.
Flip backs again, handoff. Williams trying to work his way forward. He's going to get everything but a yard that he needs to move the chains. 3rd and 1 coming up here. Miss any SFL action? Want to fast forward your SFL experience? Check out highlights of SFL games on the SFL YouTube channel and on Highlight Nation provided by Victor's Valiant, YouTube's premier sports highlight maker. Subscribe to Highlight Nation and Victor's Valiant on YouTube for all your college football and basketball highlight needs. Power eye look again for Tyree. Handoff through the middle. It's a first down and more. And Jason Williams, welcome to the game, young man. It's 1st and 10 for Sioux Falls.
Definitely his biggest run of the day by far. Looked like he got about 11 or 12 yards on that carry. Just able to break off a beautiful run following his inside blocks right up the middle. Tulsa couldn't get him down until he was way past the first down marker.
The 1st and 10 for Sioux Falls, trying to put a drive together to give them the lead for the first time in this game. Julian Tyree's been dynamite tonight. No interceptions so far. He had none last week either. Deep left side. And I called it. Oh, man, I feel bad, but that's a pick the other way for Cameron Shaw, who brings it back down the sideline. And Tulsa turns it back around and now has Sioux Falls on their heels.
And not only do they have the ball back, but I believe he was able to pick that one up and already bring this one all the way back to within scoring range for Tulsa's offense. If not to scoring range, pretty close to it, 37-yard line. So a beautiful return after that pick on the coverage by Cameron Shaw.
Nice work from Shaw and sets up Tulsa in a real good spot. Now JQ has to find a way to put the ball in the end zone if he can. He's in the gun by himself. Looking to throw it. Throws over the right side. Quick inside cross, and it's going to be a 3-yard completion. Or that was DJ Bandit who grabbed this one.
And Sioux Falls, boy, their defense has been asked to make stop after being put in less than ideal situations late in this ball game. And you just wonder how many times they're going to be able to put up stops in this one.
Heavy set I-form look equals a run to or Douglas Brown, I should say. No big deal there. Gets a couple back, 3rd and 3. Tulsa's been halfway decent on 3rd down. They haven't been world beaters, but they're working on it. They have a shot here to get over 50%.
Sioux Falls coming out in 4-3, looking for Tulsa to run. Let's see if they guessed right.
They do indeed, and it does not matter. Douglas Brown whipsaws his way through the defensive first level and gets a first down for Tulsa.
Yeah, Douglas Brown, go ahead and shimmy shake after that one. You deserve it. Because, wow, what a couple of spin moves there. Whoop! Oh, twice around the defender, and just made practically snapped the ankles of Derek Williams and got him out of his shoes to get that first down.
Single back ace look here for Tulsa. To throw. Throws in the run off his back.
Oh, wow.
That was a problem that nearly ended in a linebacker interception. 2nd and 10. And Q thanking his lucky stars that he gets that ball back.
Oh, big break for Tulsa's offense because Nick Fargo had green grass in front of him as well had he held on to that one. And one of the biggest things you can't do as a quarterback is throw it off your back foot while you're running. That's exactly what Q did, and he got away with one there.
Yes, he did. A fadeaway, not typically a good shot in basketball, not typically a good shot in football either. Brown, plenty of room, cuts to the inside, back outside, and he's hit hard at about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal for Tulsa as they continue to run down the clock.
It's been a while since we've seen a big run to the outside like that from Brown, but he rips a big one right here midway through the 4th quarter and brings a 1st and goal up here for the Desperados inside their 10. See if they can put this one to within a 2-score game and make things a lot difficult for Sioux Falls to come back in this one.
Tulsa's in the gun. Q has 2 with him. Has the football, backs it up, 3-step drop, throws left side. Picked off.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. It's almost like Q didn't even see him. What a grab, and what kind of reflexes on that to bring that one in, and Sioux Falls does it again. It's Nathan Barnett, 2nd pick of the game for Tulsa's offense.
2 drives in a row that ends in turnovers for Tulsa inside the red zone. Oh, man, off of 2 interceptions by Sioux Falls defense. This second one off of beautiful coverage by Nathan Barnett. And Sioux Falls defense comes up huge again. Wow, that's a big understatement, but wow, let's see if they can do something with it this time.
Sioux Falls showing why they are indeed the elite no-fly zone right now, the way they're playing. To the outside, caught. A.J. Warren gets a couple of yards. It's a 5-yard completion. This is the area where you want to watch for Kay Marion to burn one long. She has done so far in this game once, but it would become none bigger than right here.
Yeah, Kay Marion's done it once. Noe Terrazas also has done it once in this ball game. Had a 73-yarder earlier as well.
Heavy set. Split backs look. 4-3 look from Tulsa. They'll run it through the middle.
Oh, wow.
And that's
look
Williams.
out.
Oh, how about this?
Oh, look
Turns
out.
on the Jets, and he is going to get close to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and he will score to the house. It's Williams, it's Thrilliams, and it's Sioux Falls with the lead.
Wow. Just when you thought it was going to be another one of those days for Jason Williams, who's been struggling all the way up until this point. Up until that run, he only had 21 total yards on 10 carries. And after one little nifty spin move to the inside, all he had to do was turn on to afterburners and beat Nate Heslett to the end zone. He did exactly that and put Sioux Falls on top for the first time, I believe, in this ball game.
It is indeed the first time we've had the Sparrows in the lead in this ball game. They have a chance to make it a 4-point game here on the foot of Joshua Black. And don't look now, but Tulsa, after being ahead the entirety of this game, now have 5 minutes and 51 seconds to figure it out on offense and get themselves the lead back. We could be looking at a seesaw finish the way this fourth quarter is going, but an all-important extra point here from Black to make it a 4-point game. Snap is low. Problems, but they make it work. And they're thanking their stars for that. 24-20, Sparrows have the advantage.
Wow, you just held your breath on that point after attempt because, yeah, you saw it. That snap was low, but that the holder did a great job of putting that in a place where Black could put his legs right through it and get it up and through to make it a 4-point game. And now Tulsa cannot rely on a field goal to tie it up.
No, they cannot. Gabriel Manning, though, we know what his quick strikes are like, especially in the return game. He's got a cavalry in front of him, spin past one, and he's not able to get through that second level. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line, so it's JQ's time to shine, or it's his time to falter. Does Sioux Falls get back to 500? They've got enough points to win at this point. Otherwise, is it Tulsa who comes back and makes a 3-1 record look real good at this point in the season. Ace look for JQ, 4-3 on defense. They're looking at Douglas Brown as the defensive line moves up and shows blitz. Q to the outside, put it in Douglas Brown's hands, and he is lit up like a Christmas tree in February. What a hit.
Man. Oh, wow. What a hit indeed out there in the flats. That is just... That's almost not even fair out there. Wow, what a hit in the backfield.
4 wide in the gun. JQ looking to make it count. Looks and throws deep over the middle.
Wow, wide open.
Oh, what a grab by Gabriel Manning as he brings that one down past midfield, and Sioux Falls back on their heels again.
Oh, I really want to see the replay. I'm glad we're going to see it here. Q able to find Manning on the inside post pattern. We've seen a couple of those different patterns by him today. This one, yet again, finds it deep and gets it to the other side of the field. Sioux Falls side of the field up to the 49-yard line.
3 to the left, 1 to the right. Douglas Brown spin past 1 and drags a defender or 2 with him for a couple of yards more. 2nd and 5 as Tulsa continues to run this clock down.
Yeah, but they've got to worry about scoring. They cannot let this clock bleed down too far. But they don't want to give Sioux Falls a lot of time, however, also.
Manning at the bottom of your screen, DJ Hume top of your screen, Douglas Brown is the deep back. They've got one in the slot as well. Handoff Brown. Get around the edge. He gets past the one block and gets taken down in the backfield, but the clock continues to tick, tick, tick away as Sioux Falls continues to let it go.
Yeah, Derek Williams was not fooled whatsoever that time by the little juke move that Brown tried to put on him off to that left side and stayed home, made the tackle for loss.
Hugh looks, throws, needs it, and it's incomplete. Now it's decision time for Tulsa. Where they're at and the way this game is going, I would say probably 4-down territory.
I don't know. You still got all 3 timeouts, and there's still a little under 4 minutes left.
True.
You punt this one. I say you punt this one deep, try to pin Sioux Falls deep, and hope your defense can make one more stop.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're going to give it a shot. They're going to give their defense a chance to shine here. So punt upcoming. They're going to try to pin Sioux Falls as far deep as they possibly can. Punt gets away. It's going to be fair caught at about the 16-yard line, and it stays a 4-point game. SFL action on Next Level Sports returns tomorrow with a Season 19 semifinal rematch between the Arizona Scorpions and the London Knights. Catch all the action on DirecTV Channel 623, or for a complete channel guide, visit NLSE.com. Stay tuned for more programming announcements. Next Level Sports, get more. Split backs, heavy set. Going to see a heavy diet of Jason Williams, and he's got himself a 9-yard gain. It looked like a first down, but they didn't give it to him.
No, but still 9 yards on first down, and we can't say enough about how Williams has performed here in this fourth quarter. after being snuffed for most 3 quarters of this ball game.
How will I look? 4-3 on defense from Tulsa. They're expecting run. Why wouldn't you at this point? Time being ticked off of this clock, and they'll finally run it. Williams to the outside.
Oh, look out!
How about inside and then back outside? Turns
He's
on the
gone.
afterburners and down to the 25-yard line. Wow,
Oh.
Jason Williams has woken up in this fourth quarter.
Woken up in a big way. Nice block right there to seal it off. Great vision by Jason Williams to follow those blockers to the outside. And then, oh man, luckily for Tulsa, looked like that was Nate Haslett down there that was able to bring him down at the 20-yard line to prevent Sioux Falls from going up 2 scores to allow Tulsa to still have a shot in this one.
How about that? 1st and 10 for Sioux Falls, a chance to put this game away. Williams again gets through the first level, but gets knocked down just past the defensive line. It's a 2-yard gain, but more importantly, the clock continues to go as we eke further and further towards the 2-minute warning.
And how many times we talked about the big game that Jason Williams has had tonight? How many times during the season has it seemed like it's just feast or famine with this back? You just want to see him stay consistent sometimes.
Split backs. One more time. Plenty of time getting taken off this clock, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 120 seconds left in this game. Sioux Falls trying to put it away. It's 24-20. It's the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Doing a stellar job in the stats truck today, Mark Millo and Ricky Robinson. Chris Curtis along with Nate Hall in the broadcast booth with you as we come down to what hopes to be a thrilling finish in South Dakota. 24-20, Sioux Falls ahead by 4 at the moment. Split backs look for Tyree, who hands it off. Thrilliums this time gets bunched up, and it's 3rd down as Tulsa begins calling timeouts.
In Tulsa, they need just one more stop here on this 3rd down to force a field goal attempt by Black and keep this a 1-score game. But first things first, their defense needs this stop in the worst way.
This is probably your ball game right here. If they get the 1st down, then it's knees the rest of it because they already have used one of their timeouts. 2 to the left, one to the right. Throw over the middle. It's caught, and it's a touchdown. Sioux Falls putting this game away in style, and Noe Terrazas knows what to do with it.
Noe Terrazas with his 2nd touchdown catch of this ball game. This time on the short variety over on the inside slant pattern. And I don't think Tulsa was expecting him to throw on that play whatsoever. And Noe Terrazas, the recipient of being wide open in the end zone, nobody around him. So even though he fell shy of the goal line, he was able to slide himself right in there to get the 6 points to go up by 2 scores.
Yeah, 31-20 as long as his extra point has no issues. High snap, handled well, and this kick is up and good from Black. So 31-20 is what it ends up being at the moment. And Tulsa may still have something to say about it, but it's going to take a leap and a heap and a prayer at this point. But one architect of prayer in the very back of the return field for Tulsa is one Gabriel Manning. So I wouldn't call this done just yet until his knee hits the ground.
Oh, not by far. Yeah, not by far.
Kick is up and gone. Returnable for Manning. 5 yards deep in the end zone to the 10 to the 15 to the 20. He's taken down at the 22-yard line. And now JQ needs to orchestrate one of the best comebacks of his career to give Tulsa a chance in this football game.
Yeah, and Tulsa, we haven't seen very many deep throws in this ball game from this offense, but they do have deep threats in Gabriel Manning. We know
they
can
do.
turn them on.
DJ Hume on the other side, no slouch either. He's got speed to burn as well. Weak eye look. Looking to throw it. 5-step drop. Plenty of time. Pocket holding well. Hugh has to run with the football, and he's going to go, and he's going to get the 1st down and more, and has to go no huddle here. But he was flushed out of the pocket beautifully, but Sioux Falls couldn't follow through.
Beautiful heads-up play by the quarterback.
This time, Q again in a spot where he
Get
may
rid
have
of
to
it.
run. He'll throw it away and stop the clock.
Probably best to just throw that one away and live to fight another down on that one, because I don't think he had anybody open downfield, and rather than take the sack and keep the clock running, and just throw it out of bounds there.
2nd and 10. Not that downs matter yet, but at this point they need chunk plays and they need them quickly. Minute 25 left, and Q is in the gun himself. 3 to the right. It's a gun straight look. Looking to throw it. Q over the middle, and it's incomplete. Clock stops. No need to panic yet. DJ Bandit, your intended target. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, that was beautiful coverage, though, on that play by John Barnhart. Able to step in front of that throw and knock it away. And big third down for Tulsa coming up here.
See what they have for us. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Q throws over the top.
Oh,
tipped,
dangerous.
And probably should have been picked twice. And that is 4th down. And this could be your ball game right here.
That was too dangerous of a throw by Q there. Jay Ringgold had 2 or 3 different opportunities to come down with that interception and just couldn't wrap his hands around it. Falls to the ground.
Sioux Falls trying to finish off this win. Their crowd loving it. Comeback effort in the second half has been perfect. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Q throws.
Not
caught.
gonna do it.
No, it's incomplete. It's knocked away. And that is going to be your swan song for this football game. Sioux Falls going to be able to take knees the rest of the way.
Q wanted pass interference on that one, but I think that was just a good timing play by Sioux Falls on that one. Looking for the wide receiver over the middle, and Sonzo Robinson, just a beautiful, well-timed hit by the Sioux Falls defender to jar that ball loose.
Yeah, good timing on the hit, and knocked the ball to the turf, and now Sioux Falls can get into victory formation for the 2nd time. And they're actually going to be running plays here. It looks like they want one more first down just to eliminate the timeouts. But the way it looks right now is Sioux Falls is going to be able to get back to 500, make it a 2-2 record for them. This is a pretty big tune-up game for them because they go to Atlanta next week, and that is not going to be a fun one that's not going to be for the faint of heart, I should say. And on the other side, it's Tulsa who hosts LA. Couple decent games coming up for both these teams right now. LA better than their record, to say the least. Tulsa is going to look to try to rebound, as that is a tackle behind the line of scrimmage in Tulsa.
And now we got, at least until Monday night when Indianapolis play, we got a little bit of a cluster right now in the Central with 2-2 records, because with Tulsa, Indianapolis, and Sioux Falls, all 3 teams having a 2-2 record, we'll see how things shake out once this weekend is over.
Always interesting when these 2 teams get together, and really anybody in that Central Division get together. And now that basically everybody is in the same ballpark as far as record, it is going to be a fun last half of the season, trying to figure out where everybody shakes out. So there's a couple seconds left, 56 to be exact, and it continues to tick away. It is 4th down at the moment, so they can. It looks like Tulsa will be back on the field, at least for a minute, to have another play. I do believe they'll punt it away as they'll try to pin Tulsa back deep.
I'd say your difference, though, in the ball game, at least in the 4th quarter, was Jason Williams and his 2 big touchdown runs.
You know, his Jason Williams in general, he woke up in this 4th quarter, and it gave Sioux Falls another outlet. That's the important part there, is they were relying on Julian Tyree, and Tyree held his own for a long time in this game. But then you add Williams actually, being able to do something against the Tulsa defense, which bottled him up very well for the first 3 quarters of this game.
Yeah, it was the Julian Tyree show through the first 3 quarters. He was, up through the entire game. He has over 350 yards passing, and they just needed that other dimension to step in. And boy, did Williams come in a huge way to fill that void.
21 seconds left. Q over the middle. That one's tipped and incomplete. and that'll kill 5 seconds off this clock. DJ Hume, your intended target, but he found 3 sparrows instead.
Yeah, and Q's been making some ill-advised throws late in this fourth quarter as well. Making throws that probably in all likeliness probably should have been intercepted. That one, AJ Levy in the back there with the great coverage.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. It's 2nd down and 10. Give it to the outside. Spin move, and not much more than that for Brown. And with 7 seconds left, they'll continue to let the clock tick down, and that is going to do it. They'll run it. They'll spike it with 0 seconds on the clock. That's cool. 31-20. Sparrows win over the Desperados. Nate Hall, your thoughts on a game that did not belong to Sioux Falls until we got closer to the very end?
No, it really didn't. And Tulsa really got punished for driving the ball deep on a couple of different occasions. Actually, on 3 or 4 occasions in this ball game. 4 total, I should say. Twice ending in field goals, and twice more ending in interceptions. And Sioux Falls defense really came through in a big way in the second half, along with Jason Williams having the monster fourth quarter, scoring those 2 long touchdown runs, and that last one he scored that really put the game out of reach for Tulsa, to put the icing on the cake. And I've got to say, in my opinion, Williams is probably most likely going to be your player of the game in this one after his breakout there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a game. Really, JQ had an electric first half, and then the wheels just kind of came off. I think that interception right there that you saw was the turning point as Sioux Falls really started to batten down the hatches on defense. And how big were those defensive stops? And that spin right there from Williams was key as well. But you talk about it, Nate, those stops on 3rd down in their own red zone. Sioux Falls able to hold Tulsa to 3 points on a couple of different occasions, which ended up being the difference in this game.
Yeah, it really did. Had Tulsa been able to capitalize and score touchdowns on both of those drives that ended in field goals, we'd be looking at a tie game right now, and most likely might be going into overtime had things shaken out differently. But Tulsa's offense just couldn't follow through with ending their drives with the touchdowns, and Sioux Falls defense, you can't say enough about their defense that ends up with a total of 2 interceptions on the evening, deep in Tulsa's territory.
Michael Turillo and either Alden Bleeker or Chad Rowland have your call for Portland, Vancouver coming up in just a little bit. And then Tyler Falk and Brett Solberg have Motor City, Las Vegas in to cue off the second half of our late night quadruple header. Chris Curtis, Nate Hall in the broadcast booth saying goodbye and good night from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We're going to go get warm. Hopefully you guys do too. Stay warm in this cold winter. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you for the last half of our quadruple.